Good day, everyone, and welcome to Melstar Talk. So, for this moment, I have here a wonderful guest coming from Indonesia, and we'll be learning something from her. And I hope you guys would watch this one because this is very important, especially for all the Filipinos and also for all the Indonesian. Without any introduction, our guest is the lecturer here, Ajarnina.
Hello.
We seem like we are too formal.
You.
So, by the way, Nina, I would like to interview you a lot of things. Maybe the most interesting things that we can discuss here. Okay, so Nina, let's go back to your country. Like you are from Indonesia, right?
Exactly. I'm
So,
from Indonesia.
okay, so what is good thing about Indonesia first? Because we love to learn about Indonesia.
There are a lot of things that we can learn in Indonesia, especially we have like a lot of kinds of like tribes, cultures, and stuff like that. But I would like first to share our cultures. Every single city in Indonesia, they have different cultures, different languages. For example, in my city, I speak. We are all speaking Bahasa Indonesia, but basically we also have some other local languages. In my city, I speak Konjo. Konjo is in Bulukumba. And in Bulukumba as well, there are two languages, local languages like Konjo and Bugis. And in the city as well, it has like because I live in the Regency, and then in the other city as well, there are also another languages. For example, like Makassaris. So even in my city, people already talk like many languages, like 4 or 5, and this is really interesting. And we also have a lot of traditional food. Yeah, one of them I think I shared to Filipino friends, and I
Yeah.
believe you also share your food with me.
Yes. The last time you
Well,
shared with me, what was the name of the dish?
it just a simple, a fried fish and fried chicken, and the other one is a beef. It is called rendang. Yeah.
Rindang.
Actually, our chicken is similar, but you have adobo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a little bit similarity, but in Indonesia it's stronger. For you, it's very simple but very delicious.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you. So let's go back to your, because you have said a while ago that you have a lot of languages in Indonesia
a lot.
that is based on the region where you are in, right?
Yes,
So
yeah.
the question is, how many official languages do you have in your country?
Yeah, well, only one official language. It's just as far as I know, it's only Indonesian or Bahasa Indonesia. But when we go to the Regency, actually, they all speak Indonesia. But to the family members, like friends, we speak our local languages. But every day when we go to university, when you go to school, they will speak like Indonesian. They will speak Bahasa Indonesia to transfer the knowledge or the lessons.
So, anyways,
Yes.
it's just your
But actually we have a little bit similar language. For example, you say in mahal,
yeah,
mahal,
mahal kita.
it's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, depends upon the context. Because if you say only word mahal,
Yes.
okay, ang mahal, you say for example, that is expensive, right?
Yeah.
But if you say mahal kita, so that means I love you.
Oh
It's different. It has actually mahal
wow.
has different meanings
It
in the
has two
Philippines.
meanings.
Yeah, it has different meanings. Like not what not
Is it because of the accent
mahal.
or the context?
It's also the accent and the
Oh,
context. It depends upon the structure, something
I
like that.
see.
Okay.
That's
So, am I
interesting.
telling the truth here? So, say for
Okay.
example, I would say mahal.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is mahal. Oh, ang mahal naman, like that.
It means that
So,
mahal.
mahal. So, how about in Indonesia if you say mahal?
Uh, Basically, mahal is only, as far as I know, only expensive.
Expensive.
mahal banget. That's Jakartanian. In my city, we will say mahalnya. It means that it's like dialect, and people from Jakarta, maybe they will laugh at us like, oh, that's really strong accent. But for us, like, mahalnya, it means that very expensive. We
Ah,
put nya at the end. It's like yes, and then for Jakartanian, they will say like mahal ya. It's like smooth.
smooth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice to talk that way, but again, we need to preserve like self identity and culture, and it's
Yeah.
very important to do that. I mean, it doesn't have to be the accent, like, it is important to have preserve the accent. As,
Actually,
yes.
in our country we use
Mm-hmm.
different words, like although mahal, right? When you say mahal in Mindanao, we use ka mahal, like we put
Kamahal.
ka mahal ba, like that, ka mahal
Oh,
ba, meaning that is expensive. In Luzon, in particular in Manila, we use ang mahal naman, ang
I
mahal
see.
naman.
So you put also some
Some words,
prefix.
yeah, it's quite interesting because it's really different, but mahal has different
Way to say
yeah,
it.
way to say it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
but
how about the most popular places in your country? I heard Cebu,
yeah,
Lawangan something, Palawan,
Palawan.
Palawan.
That's what
Yes.
I've heard
Mm-hmm.
because I've never been to these places like Cebu, Palawan. I
Mm-hmm.
just watch on YouTube about this kind of information, but it really looks good, no? So
Mm-hmm.
these kind of places are also good because as what I have heard from my friends, because my friends already visited this place. So they said, according to their testimonies, it's
Mm-hmm.
really nice. So for me, maybe I can share something what about the famous one in my region, which is
Mm-hmm.
also I also visited. So maybe I
Okay.
can only recommend something that I already visited. So we call it Enchanted River. So
River.
you will
Okay.
be enchanted by this wonderful fish,
Mm-hmm.
colorful fish in that river,
Mm-hmm.
and the crystal water or crystal clear water. It's really nice, Nina. It's located in my region, which is region Mindanao, and
In
it's
Mindanao.
nearby my province, like Surigao, like that.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's good,
Is
right?
it big or big city there or?
No, yeah, it's a big city. It's a big province actually, but I'm not really particular with the place.
Mm-hmm.
But I just so happened that I visited this place because it was free. So I joined the group.
So you don't have to pay the ticket,
I don't have to pay the ticket
even
because
for us, like foreigner.
I for you there's
Mm-hmm.
a entrance fee.
Entrance
Actually,
fee.
there's a
Okay.
entrance. I believe there
But
is.
for local, it's free entrance.
I think there is. There is.
Just small amount.
Yeah, there's small amount. Yeah,
That's
you can
nice.
feed fish, and these fish are like big.
Like this big.
Mm, and beautiful, nah? And
Colorful.
yeah,
Is
when
it
you yeah,
goldfish?
I don't know. I'm not really familiar with
I'm
those.
not familiar with the
Yeah,
fish as
are
well.
you familiar with those names?
No, I just know goldfish because people usually say like, "Oh, that's goldfish," and it's really pretty.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So we talk about my country.
Okay, I would like to share
Ask you
the
about
the like familiar places or very famous places in Indonesia. I think everyone knows Bali. Bali is one of the most famous in Indonesia. Raja Ampat as well. And today's video, I would like to share about my city. So
mm-mm,
my city, I live in South Sulawesi. It is like over 2 hours from the capital by airplane.
mm-hmm,
So far. However, it's like really beautiful. It so in the middle of the city or in the city town, we have a Losari beach, like maybe over 10 minutes from the place,
mm-hmm,
we can reach another island and you can do snorkeling. It is called Samalona Island. And even in the city, you can enjoy a lot of things like floating mosques,
mm-hmm.
and it is really beautiful. You can see from the distance. You can go inside, and people sometimes go there even in the evening to see the colors changing of the mosque,
Wow.
and it's really beautiful. It is highly recommended because it's new and very unique. There are two floating. It's exactly in the middle of the water or ocean.
Mm.
Like the sea. The
Mhm.
sea is like near the sea, but it's in the middle of the sea. It's like floating. So, besides that, we have a lot of traditional food. One of the famous one is called Coto Makassar. Only one in Indonesia, only in my city.
Mhm.
And you can find somewhere, but the taste is totally different. So when I go to other countries, I will remember those food, the taste, which I never find somewhere else.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, you know, when you like homesick, you will remember the food, the family, and the places. So that's what I want to recommend, like the food and also the familiar places, like the famous one, which is exactly in the city, like
Mhm.
probably 30 minutes from the airport, and you can reach the place. Everything's there. It's really nice.
Yeah, I really love to visit your place, and also that
Hope
what
so
yeah,
someday. Yeah.
you know, Indonesia is also one of my bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope I can
Checklist.
visit and check that country, right?
Exactly.
So
Uh,
yes, so I love talking to you about your country, right?
mhm.
So
And we have similarities though. Indonesian love to sing. So
yeah,
everywhere you can see like live music, everyone singing. So I think as far as I know, Filipino love singing. You love
we
singing.
really love singing.
Everyone loves singing.
Yes.
And well, you really have nice voice. I can say that. Oh wow.
You do have, so I can also witness that you are also
I'm laughing with that. But
you're
well, thank you.
no, actually I heard, but I maybe you are just a little
No,
shy,
I'm not shy.
yeah, like
I know my
showcasing
capability.
your talent in singing. But actually, you can sing a song, "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star."
Little star and my sunshine.
Yeah, yes. Actually, one
Oh
of
my
her
god.
favorites is "My Sunshine." So that's why.
Yeah.
Speaking of "My Sunshine," we are talking about sunshine. Who is your
Yeah, and
sunshine?
today we look like sunshine. We are like yellow.
Yeah, so actually we just talk about we're going to have an interview today, a discussion about anything,
Yeah.
but we did not plan to wear yellow or attire.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, it so happened that we wear
The same one.
the same color. So
Yes.
but actually in Thailand, it's really yellow in on Monday,
Oh, what does it mean of yellow? Because I
meaning
heard that there is a meaning for each day. For each
meaning you are
day.
civil serv official.
Seriously?
Yeah, yeah,
But you're not government officer.
yeah, government official. So we actually want to be a government official here. So actually,
Yeah.
we have a lot of things to discuss, and maybe because of time constraint, right? So,
Exactly.
anyways, before we go, before we stop their conversation, we believe that in Indonesia, we also have this called like flirtuous ways of of having a boyfriend or girlfriend, something like that. So, because in the Philippines, we have
Mm-hmm.
like 30 ways how we can talk and communicate with the person we like. Because I like to,
Okay.
because I think I love Indonesians.
All
And,
right.
and I want to learn something from you. Like, how can we,
How to flirt
yeah,
with
how to
Indonesian.
flirt, yeah, how to flirt with Indonesian people. And,
Okay.
yeah.
I think it's really global. I mean, the way they flirt or something it started from, for example, sharing their phone number. WhatsApp
Mm.
is really famous in Indonesia, while here in Thailand we use Line, isn't it?
Okay, that's
So
it.
they are going to share their WhatsApp number, and they share their Instagram or Facebook. That's they know that, oh, he is single or she is single. This is not my experience, but what I see right now, it's kind of like that. So
Why did you suddenly become so defensive about
I'm not
that? I
defensive.
think you're
I mean,
expert on that.
it's kind of like what I see,
Mm-hmm.
like my students or something, and they started to share their Facebook, social media account, and they started to say hello, started to talk this and that, and what I see how they flirt is like for Indonesian, it's I don't really like that to be honest, but they still keep doing it until now. Like asking, did you eat your lunch? Did you eat your breakfast? Did you eat your dinner? That's a very common way of Indonesian for men to
Flirt.
flirt, and it's sometimes when you are like, especially if you are like very far as a woman, we are going to say, I mean, what is the point you're asking this? You will not invite me for dinner because you are so far, right? But that's common in anywhere you you see. Like they will ask about, have you got your dinner? How are you? Something like that. So if they start to ask your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast, it means that they are flirting to you. And if you are closer, they are going to ask you for
Okay.
a movie and hanging out.
So that
Like
is how you
they start to,
you
yeah, to
approach
approach,
someone.
yeah, to
So I
flirt.
believe that you are using your own language, right, when you approach someone, isn't
Yes,
it? Okay,
yes.
so this time it is like it's it's good if you can teach me
Uh-huh.
in your own language how to approach by speaking here. Okay,
All right.
so
So this kind of phrase that they are usually used like ngapain, something like that. Like
napain.
ngapain, like what are you doing? But that's
Ay!
informal way.
Uh,
Informal way they will say sedang apa, but that's not used in
mm-mm.
daily conversation, especially that you want to close to you. They
Uh,
will say ngapain, and if like they will continue asking, and if it's like the second day, the third day, they are going to keep asking you your, have you got your lunch? Have you got
mhm.
your dinner? Have you got your breakfast? Something like that.
So I
That's the most common way of Indonesians, like Indonesian male, to flirt with the girls.
so what should I say? Napain.
Ngapain? Like what
I
are you
said,
doing?
Napain, what is your name? When I say,
No, no, you don't ask the name because they will feel offended. Because when
uh,
you already have the number, it's
mhm.
kind of like you already know. So make sure that you know her name. And mostly Indonesian, they call each other like if they are in relationship, they will call each other not by the name. For America, maybe they say honey, something like that, or babe, something like that. But for Indonesian, they will be like calling like mom.
So say for example, you are like approaching a stranger and you are flirting to a stranger. So
Okay.
what is your way to to
Like pick
make
up
a
line.
flirt? Yes.
I think it is not common for Indonesian
Mhm.
to approach others like
Ah,
in
yeah, it's
public.
part of your culture, right?
Yeah, it's not common. I mean, every culture I think is like
Mm-mm.
really not common. Like you see a person, she's beautiful, he's handsome, and it's just like, hi, how are you? Something like.
Bec-
But sometimes I like in movie, what I watch, maybe it happens in reality, like Indonesian movie. They will be like, for example, in the coffee, they will be like, they have like pick up line, and they will like, oh, hey, sendirian. It means they, are you alone?
in because in my country is like it's really different. Like
Okay.
we do like this. Hi kuya, like
Oh, really? Oh, you can
even
do
if
that.
we don't know the person, as long as we know that he is a boy or a girl. So
Oh,
if
that's
we're
so.
talking to the girl, we say hi ate, it's like that. Hi
That is
ate.
very courageous.
Hi kuya. So when someone smiles at you and then
Oh,
okay, so that
wow.
is the next
You have,
point. Yeah,
yeah, it's like green light
yeah, it's the green
already.
light. If he smiles and then if he's okay with that, so that means you need to make like another move, right? That so you can say
Exactly. Oh,
hi
that's
kuya.
nice.
Can you say hi kuya?
Hi, Kuya. Oh,
So you make it sweet like hi kuya like that.
also
We call
should
it
be
by
like
bebe.
flirty
Oh,
way.
like that.
Hi, Kuya. So it should be like flirty way
Yeah.
to say
Yeah,
that.
if you see like if you see and find a Filipino guy, you can
Mhm.
say that, "Hi kuya."
and they will be like approach
Hi,
you.
what's your name?
So how
Like
about
that.
he says nothing, like looking, who are you? Will say like,
Don't mind about.
so, because
Go to the next person.
is there any way they will respond? Like
Yeah, actually, I
is,
believe we are like
mm,
approachable. So I think
they will not say that.
yeah.
They will say hi to
I just say
you.
hi. Okay, but sometimes
And
maybe some of them are shy as well to answer back.
mhm.
So if they're shy, then you can move to another person. You say hi, kuya.
Life is short.
Life is short, so don't
Keep
stick to
moving.
that person. Go to the other one.
Yeah.
But yes, that is
Just move on.
yeah, that is the way we make some moves in our country. But how do we say it
Mhm.
in Indonesian?
Oh, actually, they just like sometimes sendirian. I mean, it means that are
Sendirian.
you alone?
Sendirian.
Yeah, it's like sendirian,
Sendirian.
sendirian. Are you alone?
Sendirian.
Yeah.
That is in
But
Thailand,
sometimes
right?
as well, like example,
Sorry.
you are in the restaurant, and in the restaurant sometimes a lot of like tables and stuff, and then you are sitting alone. They maybe come to you and say like, boleh duduk di sini enggak? It means that can I sit here or something?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's it.
but that's not common.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly they will use their friends. Can you ask his number for me? Can you ask her number for me? So it's
That's
kind
why.
of like that. Yeah. So basically, number to number first.
Oh my God. So this is very interesting. And I love this conversation about Indonesian and sharing about my culture and your culture. It's really
Okay.
informative, right?
Well, do
However,
you think so?
I think so because whenever because a lot of Filipino might
Uh-huh.
visit your country, and
Mhm.
some of them might be looking for someone else in Indonesia,
Yeah.
because I love I know that there are handsome, beautiful women,
Mhm.
handsome guys and beautiful women in
Mhm.
Indonesia. So maybe some of my Filipino,
Mhm.
kababayans would love to also know some Indonesian, so we can use
Mhm.
this this
And tips.
trick.
I feel
Okay.
like professional now, and
Yeah.
I'm single.
You are a professional when it comes to this, right? But yes, of course. So yes, thank you so much, everyone. So if you like to watch more about this interview with Ajarnina, we call this Ajarnina because we are lecturer here in our university, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
we are just a normal person. We love to talk about anything,
Random things,
random
you
things.
know.
But
Yeah.
I still have a lot of things to ask from her, but the time is so limited. However, I would like to say thank you for everyone who listens and watch this video. And if you like
Mm-hmm.
it, don't forget to subscribe and
Like,
like and share this video.
yes.
So once again, thank you, my
Thank you
friend
so much
Nina.
for visiting me in my office.
Yes, this is actually Nina's office. So
Okay.
goodbye, everybody,
Bye,
and
everyone.
have a blessed day, everyone. Goodbye.